As a brief history of churches in America, and it's their foundation: the Negro Bible, the Slave Bible, select parts of the Holy Bible for the use of the Negro slaves of the British West Indies. Introduction by Joseph Lumpkin. All right, let's go into some of this history. It says the Slave Bible was published in 1807. It was commissioned on behalf of the Society for the Conversion of Negro Slaves in England. The Bible was to be used by missionaries and slave owners to teach slaves about the Christian faith and to evangelize slaves. The Bible was used to teach some slaves to read, but the goal first and foremost was to tend to the spiritual needs of the slaves in a way the missionaries and slave owners saw fit. In the British West Indies at the time of slavery, a number of Christians sought to convert slaves from African paganism to Christianity. Some of the Christian slave owners wished to introduce their slaves to the Bible. However, to do so would be to introduce them to concepts of hope, encouragement, and a struggle for personal freedom found within the book. In a misguided attempt to save the souls of the people they deemed savages while preventing their exposure to messages of struggle, hope, and freedom found within the Bible, a group of white Christian missionaries and slave owners parsed the Bible itself, cutting out and removing all chapters and verses that may have led to the slave to consider the concepts of resistance, escape, and freedom. Under the guidance of Anglican Bishop of London, Bell B. Pardius, founder of the Society for the Conversion of Negro Slaves, the Bible was edited down to a simple and understandable volume, devoid of any verse that could inspire insurrection. In addition, the bishop's orders were to prepare a short form of public prayers for them, together with select portions of Scripture, particularly those which relate to the duties of slaves toward their masters. The Slave Bible, also called the Negro Bible, is one of the most powerful examples ever witnessed of manipulation using a controlled narrative. The fact that the Christian faith, a religion 1/3 of the world relied on to bring comfort, spiritual rest, peace, and salvation, was the narrative being controlled, makes the Slave Bible the ultimate propaganda tool and the greatest lie ever told. So that's what happens when you have a controlled, a controlled narrative. Just like you see when you post something on Facebook and they delete it, like anti-Fauci or something about Jewish people owning slaves. They delete your comment, they delete your account. That's what you call a controlled narrative and propaganda. CNN, they're guilty of that. They're owned by like Jewish people. CNBC, that's all these news outlets and media outlets. Those are controlled narratives, by a particular group of people to keep you mind controlled. Shalom.